Feeling stuck in a rut, like you're capable of so much more but can't quite reach it. You're not alone. So many people wake up every day with a nagging sense that they're meant for something greater, but they just can't seem to break through the invisible barriers holding them back. Maybe you've tried setting goals, reading self-help books, or even changing your routine, but nothing seems to stick. The truth is, unlocking your potential isn't about working harder or wishing for a miracle. It's about understanding the timeless principles and practical strategies that have helped ordinary people achieve extraordinary things. This video isn't just about advice, it's about equipping you to become the powerful person you were always meant to be. Let's start with a story. Imagine a young woman named Maya. She's smart, talented, and full of ideas, but every time she tries to take a big step forward, self-doubt creeps in. She worries about what others will think, about failing, about not being good enough. Sound familiar? One day, Maya's mentor gives her a simple piece of advice. You don't have to be fearless. You just have to be brave for one moment at a time. That sentence changes everything for Maya. Instead of waiting for her fear to disappear, she starts taking small, brave steps, applying for a job she wants, speaking up in meetings, sharing her ideas. Each time she acts, her confidence grows. The lesson here is clear. Courage isn't the absence of fear. It's the willingness to move forward despite it. Contrast this with the way most of us approach our dreams. We wait for the perfect moment, for the fear to go away, for someone to give us permission. But the truth is, the perfect moment never comes. The people who unlock their potential are the ones who act, even when they're scared. They understand that progress is made in small, imperfect steps, not giant leaps. If you want to unlock your potential, start by giving yourself permission to try, to fail, and to try again. The next principle is about mindset. So many people are trapped by a fixed mindset, the belief that their abilities are set in stone, that they're either good at something or they're not. But research shows that the most successful people have a growth mindset. They believe that skills can be developed, that effort leads to improvement, and that failure is just feedback. Take the story of Alex, who struggled with math in school. Instead of giving up, he started seeing every mistake as a chance to learn. He asked for help, practiced more, and slowly his grades improved. By the end of the year, he wasn't just passing, he was excelling. The difference wasn't talent, it was mindset. If you want to unlock your potential, start by changing the way you talk to yourself. Replace "I can't do this" with "I can't do this yet." See challenges as opportunities, not threats. Celebrate your progress, no matter how small. The journey to your best self starts with believing that you can grow. Let's talk about the power of habits. Big dreams are built on small, consistent actions. It's easy to get overwhelmed by the size of your goals, but the secret is to break them down into daily habits. Consider the story of Jordan, who wanted to write a novel but never seemed to have the time. Instead of waiting for a free weekend, he committed to writing just 200 words a day. Some days it felt pointless, but after a year he had a finished manuscript. The lesson? Small actions, repeated consistently, lead to big results. Contrast this with the all-or-nothing approach that so many people take. They start strong, burn out quickly, and give up when they don't see instant progress. The people who unlock their potential are the ones who show up day after day, even when it's hard. They understand that success is a marathon, not a sprint. As we wrap up this first section, let's recap the principles we've covered. Courage in the face of fear, adopting a growth mindset, and building powerful habits. These are the foundations of unlocking your potential. But there's more. In the next section, we'll dive into the importance of resilience, the power of your environment, and how to turn setbacks into stepping stones. We'll share more stories, more strategies, and more practical advice to help you break through whatever's holding you back. If you want to unlock your potential, you have to learn the art of resilience. Life will test you. There will be setbacks, disappointments, and moments when you feel like giving up. But the people who achieve great things aren't the ones who never fail. They're the ones who get back up again and again. Resilience isn't about being tough all the time. It's about being flexible, about adapting when things don't go as planned, and about finding the strength to keep moving forward, even when the path is hard. Let's look at the story of Sam, who dreamed of starting his own business. He poured his savings into his first venture, only to watch it fail within a year. Most people would have given up, but Sam saw failure as a lesson, not a verdict. He analyzed what went wrong, learned from his mistakes, and tried again. The second time he succeeded. Sam's story is a reminder that setbacks are not the end of your story. They're just a chapter. Every successful person you admire has faced failure. The difference is, they didn't let it stop them. Contrast this with the way many people respond to failure. They take it personally, see it as proof that they're not good enough, and give up on their dreams. But resilience is a skill you can build. Start by reframing failure as feedback. Ask yourself, what can I learn from this? Remember, every setback is a setup for a comeback. The next principle is about your environment. You become like the people you spend the most time with. If you surround yourself with negative, critical, or complacent people, it's easy to get stuck. But if you seek out those who inspire you, challenge you, and believe in your potential, you'll start to rise to their level. Take the story of Leah, who felt stuck in her career. She joined a mastermind group of ambitious, supportive people who pushed her to set bigger goals and held her accountable. Within a year, she had landed her dream job. The lesson? Your environment matters more than you think. If you want to unlock your potential, audit your circle. Who lifts you up? Who drains your energy? Who challenges you to grow? Seek out mentors, friends, and communities that support your vision. Don't be afraid to let go of relationships that hold you back. You deserve to be surrounded by people who see the best in you. Let's talk about the power of perspective. Sometimes the only thing standing between you and your potential is the way you see your situation. Two people can face the same challenge. One sees a dead end, the other sees an opportunity. The difference is perspective. Consider the story of Carlos, who lost his job unexpectedly. At first, he was devastated. But instead of seeing it as a failure, he saw it as a chance to pursue a career he was truly passionate about. That shift in perspective changed everything. Within months, he was happier and more fulfilled than ever before. You can't always control what happens to you, but you can control how you respond. Practice looking for the silver lining, even in tough situations. Ask yourself, how can I use this? What's the opportunity here? The people who unlock their potential are the ones who turn obstacles into stepping stones. Another key principle is taking ownership. It's easy to blame circumstances, other people, or bad luck for where you are. But the truth is, your life is your responsibility. The moment you stop making excuses and start taking ownership is the moment you take back your power. Take the story of Nina, who struggled with her health for years. She blamed her genetics, her busy schedule, and her lack of support. But one day she decided to take ownership. She started making small changes, walking every day, cooking healthier meals, asking for help when she needed it. Over time, her health improved, and so did her confidence. Ownership is about recognizing that you have the power to change your life, one choice at a time. It's not about blaming yourself for everything that goes wrong, but about focusing on what you can control. When you take ownership, you become the author of your own story. As we close this section, let's recap. Resilience in the face of setbacks, the importance of your environment, the power of perspective, and the necessity of taking ownership. These are the tools that will help you break through barriers and unlock your true potential. But there's still more. In the final section, we'll explore the importance of purpose, the magic of consistency, and the secret to sustaining motivation over the long haul. We'll share more stories, more strategies, and a final call to action that will help you step into the life you were always meant to live. If you want to unlock your potential, you need to find your purpose. Purpose is the fuel that keeps you going when motivation fades, when the path gets hard, and when you're tempted to give up. It's what gives your life meaning and direction. But here's the truth. Purpose isn't something you stumble upon by accident. It's something you create, one choice at a time, by paying attention to what lights you up and what makes you feel alive. Let's look at the story of Olivia, who spent years drifting from job to job, never feeling truly fulfilled. She envied people who seemed to have a clear calling, a passion that drove them. One day, a mentor asked her, "What would you do if you knew you couldn't fail?" That question changed everything. Olivia realized she loved helping others solve problems, so she started volunteering at a local community center. The more she gave, the more she discovered about herself. Eventually, she turned her passion into a career as a counselor. Olivia's story is proof that purpose isn't found in a single moment. It's built through action, reflection, and a willingness to follow your curiosity. Contrast this with the myth that you need to have your whole life figured out before you start. The truth is, Most people discover their purpose by trying new things, making mistakes, and learning along the way. If you want to unlock your potential, don't wait for clarity. Create it. Take action. Pay attention to what energizes you, and let your purpose evolve over time. Now let's talk about the magic of consistency. Motivation is powerful, but it's also fleeting. Some days you'll feel inspired, but other days you'll want to quit. The people who achieve great things aren't the ones who are always motivated. They're the ones who are consistent. They show up, even when they don't feel like it. They keep their promises to themselves, even when no one is watching. Consider the story of Ben, who wanted to get in shape but struggled with motivation. He tried every new workout trend, but nothing stuck. Finally, he made a commitment to walk for 20 minutes every day, no matter what. Some days it was easy, some days it was hard, but he kept going. Over time, those daily walks turned into a habit, and the habit turned into real results. Ben's story is a reminder that consistency beats intensity every time. If you want to unlock your potential, focus on what you can do every day, not just what you do when you feel inspired. Another secret to unlocking your potential is to celebrate progress, not just perfection. So many people get discouraged because they're not where they want to be yet. They compare themselves to others, focus on their flaws, and forget how far they've come. But the people who grow the most are the ones who celebrate every step forward, no matter how small. Take the story of Mia, who struggled with anxiety. She set a goal to speak up once in every meeting at work. At first it was terrifying, but each time she did it, she felt a little braver. She celebrated her progress, and over time her confidence soared. If you want to unlock your potential, give yourself credit for every win. Progress is rarely a straight line. There will be setbacks, detours, and days when you feel like you're moving backward. But if you keep going, keep learning, and keep celebrating your growth, you'll be amazed at what you can achieve. Let's talk about the importance of giving back. The most fulfilled people aren't just focused on their own success. They look for ways to lift others up. When you help someone else, you tap into a deeper sense of purpose and connection. Take the story of Marcus, who mentored a struggling student at his local school. Watching that student grow and succeed gave Marcus a sense of pride and joy that no personal achievement ever could. The lesson? When you help others unlock their potential, you unlock your own. Finally, let's end with a call to action. If you're feeling stuck, overwhelmed, or unsure of where to start, remember this. You don't have to have it all figured out. You just have to take the next step. Start with courage, even if it's just a small act. Adopt a growth mindset and believe that you can learn and improve. Build habits that support your goals and be resilient in the face of setbacks. Surround yourself with people who lift you up and take ownership of your choices. Find your purpose by following your curiosity and be consistent in your efforts. Celebrate your progress, give back to others, and never stop believing in your own potential. You are capable of more than you know. The journey to unlocking your potential isn't about becoming someone else. It's about becoming the best version of yourself. It's about embracing your strengths, learning from your failures, and daring to dream bigger than you ever thought possible. Thank you for joining me on this journey. If you found these lessons helpful, share this video with someone who needs a boost. Leave a comment below with the piece of advice that has helped you the most, or the step you're going to take today to unlock your potential. And if you haven't already, subscribe for more real-life wisdom, inspiration, and practical strategies to help you live your best life. Remember, the power to change your life is already inside you. You don't need permission. You don't need to wait for the perfect moment, and you don't need to be fearless. You just need to start. Take the first step and let the journey unfold. Your potential is waiting. Go unlock it.